welcome you to the first lecture of the Master Teachers in 2024 at Namas University, Earth's Spiritual Digital University, with its faculty located in Shambhala, the control center on the subtle planes governing the spiritual evolution of Earth. As you have heard, something is different today. We Master Teachers now come with a signature chant. Perhaps you have felt it. The chant contains the healing frequencies of love and beauty that make up the foundation of this universe. In case you liked it, the chant will be repeated at the end of this lecture. I am Mother Mary, and I am so much more than that. My name is Mother Mary, and I exist as R in the 8th dimension. I belong to a greater whole that is part of the Divine Feminine. Over the course of the year, I will be joined as a Master Teacher by fellow beings of the Divine Feminine who want to share unheard-of perspective with you about the Divine Feminine principle. They are the likes of the Japanese goddess Amaterasu or the Chinese goddess Shi Wangmu. I can already sense their energy in the heater of your world and how beneficial this will be for the planet. As today's guest, I welcome God Shiva. God Shiva, being one of those who lead the kingdom of humanity, is one of our new teachers at Namas University. He will speak to you personally for the first time in this lecture to make a short announcement. A lot has happened during this time of silence and change. We too have turned back the carpet and made room for something new. You know the cosmic law, as above, so below. This also applies the other way round. And so, the SANAT Kumara announced in his most recent lecture that other Master Teachers of Earth will give lectures too, in addition to my son, Yeshua, and myself, while Lord Maitreya has moved on to other challenges. There are not many years left until 2032, when what you call the shift, the frequency shift, will be completed. We are delighted to prepare you for this at Namas University, because there will be major drastic changes as part of this development. It is important to know your own North Star, meaning you should know where you can find true answers for yourself. For us, this North Star can only be one's own soul, as it is part of the Great One Source. Our aim is for everyone to be guided by their soul, for everyone to understand why this is so important, and to know how soul guidance works, free from ego interference. Spirituality and mediumship are no longer for a select few. The fewer dependencies, the better. Everyone can communicate with their soul, with higher sphere, with the Creator, and receive direct answers, clear answers. This interconnectedness and unity is becoming easier and easier to achieve as the frequency shift progresses. It is only a matter of discarding outdated mental habits and habits in general and allowing in what is new to come. Of course, there is resistance to this change. Be unconcerned and simply continue with your personal development. Integrate your divine qualities and collect them as crystalline magnets in your heart. Focus on this goal of personal growth, guided by your soul. There can be no status quo that is to be maintained, especially at this time. Everything is constantly evolving. We are made to grow and evolve. That is what life is for. We in Shambhala, for example, are also evolving. We are learning. As above, so below. Remember, everything is interconnected more than you might realize. There is pure light, And then there is light that is only there where there is shadow. You live in this world, in a world of light and shadow. Meanwhile, the shadows are predominant. There is an imbalance. And that is why you are here, my ambassadors of light. You have been called to amplify the pure, untouched light and put the shadow in its correct place. There is shadow everywhere, in all world, in all realms, in all dimensions. Life on earth is only a reflection of what goes on in other realms or dimensions. Everything first comes into being outside of matter before it manifests in matter. This means there is hope, great hope, that the plan to bring earth back on track, back into the full light of the Creator, the highest source, will succeed. We look forward with hope to a new beginning that has been planted outside your sphere. Yes, you've heard right. We too know light and shadow in varying degrees. There are surprises and there are silver linings. This year, the game is starting under different auspices in favor of the light. The spiritual evolution that is taking place in the subtle realms will soon be reflected in your world. We have also evolved and become more mature. This is a time of probation, a time for us to bring our entire skill sets to the table. That means you and us. So, be yourself. Even if you are tired of that expression, be yourself. Be the soul with the intention it came with. This is a very important intention, dear ones. Set this intention for yourself and it will manifest for you as an aspect of your soul. In support of this, we are releasing a chant with healing frequencies through Cathedral. It may reinforce one's soul's guidance and keep ambassadors of light in touch with their soul's current plan. Always keep in touch with your soul. Listen to your soul all day long. Listen to the whispering of your soul. Don't listen to anyone else before you listen to your soul. Your soul is key. Your soul knows your plan. Your soul knows your intention. And your soul originates from the highest light. We in Shambhala will support its intentions. Light knows differences. There is the purest light of creation containing love and light only. And there is a world of light and shadow. And that shadow is predominant. That is why you are all here, to balance this house. Love and light does not mean sweet and stupid. Love and light means being connected to your source, to your soul. Light and love flow through you when you are in touch with and listen to what your soul have to say. This is the task of Namas University, to make sure that you, our students, know how to communicate with your soul every day, that you are completely connected to and guided by your soul. That is, by the highest, purest light minus lower vibration shadow states. Light and love is not a new age catchphrase. Light and love show the way to the future. And that brings us to today's announcement. Let's begin with our official study material and what God Shiva has to do with it. The book, The Reemergence of Atlantis, is part of the official study material of Namas University. It was originally conveyed by Lord Maitreya, but he has unexpectedly moved on to other challenges. The content of the Reemergence of Atlantis is endorsed and adopted by God Shiva, and he will continue the series. Here is the announcement from God Shiva himself. I am God Shiva. I am pleased to announce the start of my new book series with Rohan Sewani. The Reemergence of Atlantis is the first book in a series. It was originally going to be conveyed by Lord Maitreya, but he has moved on to other challenges outside of Namas University. I have taken on the role of walk-in teacher and will continue the series, which includes the first book, The Reemergence of Atlantis. I look forward to serving as a walk-in teacher for the coming task of planet Earth. Please allow me to impact the teachings of the new Earth through Ruan and continue the book series. I bow to you all. We are seeking a new member of the Namas University team for the role of technical administrator. The ideal candidate would possess knowledge of building and maintaining WordPress websites, have familiarity with the apps Beaver Builder, Discord, and Signal, or similar apps, and be fluent in English and at least one additional language. If this sounds like a good fit, please reach out to Martina to express your interest. It is my turn to thank you for listening to my lecture. I bow to you. Next week, my son Yeshua awaits you. He will speak about relationships and what possibilities the rise in consciousness will bring to the field of relationships. If you wish to discuss our content with like-minded people, please consider joining one of our language-specific study groups. This lecture by Mother Mary was received by Katarina Adari in German, translated by her in English, and spoken by Rotimi Moses. See you next time.